Hello, everyone. Welcome to the class of E-Plan and Electrical Control Technology. In the last lesson, I introduced how to create basic drawing environments, such as projects, pages, and frames, so as to lay a good foundation for drawing schematic diagrams in the next step. After the preliminary preparations are completed, the electrical schematic diagram can formally be drawn. In this lesson, we will focus on drawing the main circuit and control circuit of a motor start-stop control system. The purpose is to master the concept of symbols and automatic wire generation in E-Plan. Next, we will draw the main circuit first, and then the control circuit according to the drawing principle. Before drawing, let's understand the functions of grid and snap in E-Plan. Grid plays a very important role in drawing graphics. In order to locate and snap the insertion point of lines or symbols when drawing an electrical schematic diagram, improve the efficiency of drawing, and enhance the standardization and aesthetics of graphics, it is often necessary to open the grid snap function. After the graph is drawn, the grid display function can be closed. Generally, the grid display and grid snap functions are both opened. With grid snap enabled, the graphic endpoints can only be on a grid. The size of the grid is divided into 5 types, namely Type A, Type B, Type C, Type D, and Type E. The grid spacing is 1 mm, 2 mm, 4 mm, 8 mm, and 16 mm respectively. The C-type grid is recommended as the line moldings of symbols in a database are typically 4 mm apart. After the grid function is selected, the function of snapping graphic features will also be generally selected to quickly snap feature points, such as endpoints and midpoints of graphs. Next, let's look at the role of symbols in graphics. In most electrical designs, the designer does not use photos or detailed graphics of actual components to express component information. As in the setting of electrical drawings, the design aims to express the design intention with as concise graphics and information as possible. Symbols thus become elements representing the design of electrical devices. Meanwhile, according to electrical standards, the shape of symbols and the types of devices symbols represent are described in detail. When designing drawings, engineers will use unified symbols to express their own design contents. The electrical schematic diagram is mainly composed of 2 parts: electrical component symbols and wires. Most wires are automatically generated after the electrical components are inserted, so it is necessary to insert the component symbols before drawing the wires. There are 3 ways to insert component symbols in E-Plan. Components can be inserted from the menu bar, toolbar, and right mouse click. You can choose according to your own habits and preferences. Next, we will operate in the software. Insert terminal symbols first according to the drawing principle of schematic diagram, that is, from top to bottom and from left to right. Right-click in the drawing area and select Insert Symbols, and select Terminal Symbols in the pop-up symbol library. Left-click at a suitable position in the drawing area to insert the terminal symbols, named L1. Continuously insert the second terminal, named L2, and the third terminal symbol, named L3. Next, let's insert the circuit breaker. Click Insert Symbols in the same way. Select the Level 3 circuit breaker symbol under Safety Equipment. Place it at the appropriate position in the graphic named QF1. When the connection points of 2 components are not aligned, E-Plan cannot automatically generate wires. You need to manually select the corner to realize automatic wiring between components. Next, continue to insert the symbol of level 3 fuse directly below the circuit breaker. Find the level 3 fuse under Safety Equipment. Place it directly below the circuit breaker, named FU1. When the component terminals are aligned, the wire will be automatically generated, which is very convenient and quick. Insert the main contact symbol of the contactor below the fuse. And then there is a problem. There is no level 3 contactor in the symbol library. Under the list of normally open contacts of the contactor, there are only single-pole main contacts, and 3 single-pole contacts need to be inserted consecutively as the main contacts of the contactor of the motor. After directly inserting the 3 single-pole contacts by dragging, we modify the name of contacts of the contactor. Meanwhile, since the dragging method is equivalent to copy and paste, the codes of the 3 pairs of connection points are the same. So it is necessary to modify the latter 2 codes into 3, 4, and 5, 6, respectively. In this way, a complete main contact of contactor is drawn. Continue to insert the thermal relay symbol. Find the thermal relay symbol under Safety Equipment and place it below the main contact, named FR1. Insert motor symbol finally. Find the motor below the consumers and insert it below the thermal relay. The default name of motor is M1. Finally, for safety reasons, the motor shell shall be grounded. Therefore, a PE grounding terminal shall be added at the lower end of terminal L3. Select the terminal symbol and place it below L3, named PE. Then the 2 P terminals are connected with an inflection point, and the main circuit drawing is completed. Next, let's draw the control circuit. In a traditional electrical schematic diagram, the control circuit and main circuit are drawn on the same page. But when drawing schematic diagram using ePlan, the control circuit and main circuit are drawn separately on 2 pages. Since the electrical schematic diagram of the motor start-stop in this project is relatively simple, we first draw the control circuit and main circuit on the same page according to the traditional layout drawing method in order to facilitate understanding the concept of symbols and automatic wire generation. The specific operation steps are as follows. Add a level 2 fuse at the appropriate location. Named FU2. Connect the fuse to the main circuit with a straight wire tool. Next, add stop buttons in sequence. Find the button symbol and name it as SB1. Insert the start button, SB2, below SB1. Insert the coil symbol below SB2. And name it as KM1. And insert the normally open auxiliary contact of the contactor on the right side of the start button. and name it as KM1, which forms a parallel circuit with the Start button. Complete the wires and finish the control circuit. So far, the electrical schematic diagram of the whole system has been drawn. In this lesson, we selected the typical control scheme of motor start-stop control circuits and introduced the methods and steps of drawing electrical schematic diagrams with ePlan. By learning, we find that ePlan's powerful symbol library and automatic wire generation function bring great convenience to our drawing, thus greatly improving the efficiency of drawing. At the same time, have you found that ePlan's operation interface is also very friendly and easy for us to use? Well, that's all for today. See you next time.